Really to start with, I guess, just what a gutsy effort by a group of kids that's never been here before. To come into this environment in regional play, be in an elimination game, make it be a one-run game, and for them to hold their composure, for Philip and Brandon to keep the big hits, for Joe and CK to make big pitches, for Kyle to give us a phenomenal start. Really impressive for a group of guys for their first time ever in this experience.
Questions, please?
Coach, you had a 3-2 lead going into the ninth inning, and you brought in Irby and made some defensive adjustments. In your mind, were you thinking we got to win it right here and now, or was there a contingency in place for if it had gone into extra innings?
No, man, there was no contingency. You run your best guy out there, and he's been really good. And get that win, and we'll now take a couple hours to figure out about the next one.
Do you know who you're going to throw out there?
No, I don't. Man. You got any suggestions? We're open right now. Philip Irvin's first appearance of the year. Had a 0 ERA last year, if you'll look it up.
Brandon, they did a good job of making sure you let off most innings. So I guess it's a good plan. But just the other guys around you finding ways to make stuff happen.
Yeah, that was huge. Definitely guys getting on base when they could. Tommy Corbin coming in with a big hit. Struggling a little bit, and then he came in with a huge hit. That was awesome for him. We were galloping side and wanted to score more runs. And just managed to get the runs in.
Okay, so you guys left 13 guys on base. I'm sure you'll look at that and go, man, scratch your head. What was not working early?
Just didn't get hits when we had to. You get 12 hits in a game, you need to score 6 or 7 runs. And, again, two nights in a row where we really haven't been walked. You look at it, they didn't give us any free opportunities. Really, the only one defensive mistake is the one that got them beat. But, they played really sound. I thought their pitchers threw strikes. And again, when you limit the freebies, it's tough to score sometimes. And, unfortunately for us, we didn't get any extra base hits. We hit 12 singles, I guess, or one. I think Christian's was the only double. So, just one of those days where we hit the balls we hit, we're at them. And thankfully, we were able to do enough.
I know you still got a game or two left to play, but just the fact that you beat an SEC team twice, what does that mean to the program?
I don't think the SEC aspect has anything to do with it, to be honest with you. We've played good people, and we play those guys on a regular basis. But for us to win 2 games in postseason is pretty huge. And like I opened with, for these guys to do it under the pressure of elimination, opening night's one thing. But that was a comfortable win. Charles dominated that game, and that was a comfortable win. But to do it under the pressure of today, for CK to have the big strike out there in the ninth, for Brad Moss to block the pitches he blocked in the ninth. There's not another catcher in the country that makes those plays at that situation. And for guys to do that under the pressure is what means so much for this program. And it lets us know that these guys were truly ready. Regardless of what happens the next game, the next two games, these guys were ready, and they've proven that they were worthy of being in this experience.
Joseph, you talk about coming in in a tough situation today after last night, after getting up the big hit last time. How difficult is that after coming the next day after having giving up the big hit?
Well, I'm kind of used to that. Last 2 years, usually I don't come in unless there's a guy on second or third. But coming in last night, I did. Guy got a good hit and hit it over the circus over there. But that was good. I'm kind of I'm glad I got another chance. That's all. I'm really glad I got the call today. I was worried that we might be a little hesitant since, last year, yesterday I got hit around a little bit, but I'm glad I got another chance, and I thought this was my time to go out there and kind of do what I normally do, just kind of get in a rhythm and just kind of pitch. So.
Casey, you talked about that you might be a little hesitant after last night. Obviously, you weren't hesitant to put him in again.
No, man, he's done it all year, and when you get to this point, you've got to look at the whole season. And Joe's had an unbelievable year for us. And bounces back good, whether it's from getting hit or from me yelling at him. Either one, he usually bounces back pretty well. But guy we got a ton of confidence in. Our guys play well behind him because they know he's going to fill up the zone. And again, there's a lot of guys in that bullpen that we feel good about. And I think that's the comforting thing. Going into the next game or hopefully the next 2 games. There's a lot of guys we have confidence in, and we're going to run them out there in big situations, and hopefully they come through like Joe did.
Brandon, you guys waited a while to take the lead. You were trailing most of the game. In the dugout, was there a feeling of pressure that started to kind of come on as the game went along, or you just had poise the whole time?
We had poise, definitely. Just, it's stressful when you have guys on base when you knock them in. We don't knock them in, but we were putting good swings on the ball all day, and we finally got the balls to fall for us. And we weren't pressing. We just knew what we had to do in certain situations. So.
Any more questions?